Alright, so we're back with more of these Fate Grand Order Lostbelt 7 Nahui Mictlan. The last story was that I believe Muniere has been headshotted and died. And then I think Gordov might survive the gunshot. I'm not sure, so please don't spoil me in this kind of a story because I know nothing about it, especially those JP contents for that. I'm pretty sure those Team Nemos might survive. And I think Da Vinci, Scion, and I forgot who was the third one. Shit. Kadok. Yes, him. They were being taken by hostages. And I believe Nidacris might get reincarnated later in that story. Anyway, back into this. Section 7, Guns, War, and Death. That should be simple, but, hey. You people entered an outside nation of battleship. That's an act of war, no matter your reasons. And the Osalome don't take prisoners of war. They kill every enemy who invades their territory. Are you sure you want to go so fast? I'm impressed you guys aren't falling off me. It's fine. We're used to all kinds of transport. Just please keep going as fast as you can. Got it. Boy, you humans are really adaptable. I like that. Oh, but don't get the wrong idea, Olga. Of course I like you the most. Don't worry, I wasn't listening to you anyway. More importantly, are you doing okay, Marine? I can at least carry you on my back if you need.
Don't worry, I'm doing fine without this way. But thanks for your concern, Madame President.
Aren't you going to offer me the same consideration, young miss? Especially since I'm the only member of humanity here who is still on foot, running at 60 kilometers per hour. You're running with your arms crossed and you aren't even breathing hard. You're fine. I'm so sorry. If I were just a little bigger, I could carry some of you myself instead of having you do all the work, Wak-chan. Don't worry about it, Tepu. This kind of manual labor's right up my alley. It's a lot easier than being a warrior. I just wish my beloved Olga had let me give her a ride, too. Let's see. You're headed to the jungle across the plains, near the second underworld, right? We should get there while the sun's out as long as nothing gets in our way. But why the big rush? Because our friends might be in danger. They said there was nothing to worry about in our last transmission, but... Calm down, Mash. I'm sure everyone's fine. They have to be. I'm seeing 10, 20 life forms. I can make out a big hunk of metal and some human shapes. But Sopra said there were only 12 humans in Chaldea. The numbers don't add up. And then there are the corpses. How long have they ceased functioning? Sopras, Mash, I can see the storm border in the jungle up ahead. I can warp over there now on my own, if you want. Oh, yes please, that would be... No, I'd rather we stay together. Senpai? We can't let her meet Director Gordov without a heads up. Oh, right. I almost forgot that we were originally enemies. Okay, if you say so. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Oof. I see Gordov. Oh shit, Gordov's injured and probably might be dying too. Ah! Bunch of terrorists. I have no idea what they're speaking. Brazilian language or something else. Alright, oh, you bitch. I fucking hate you. Nope. Back in line, bitch. Why is there no sound? I'm not hearing voice line. What the hell? That is weird. I'm not hearing voice line. Was it because I'm connected to Bluetooth and then that's what causes to be like missing out or something? Or is it part of the game dialogue? Wait! Don't shoot them yet! Bloodthirsty fiends! Can't you tell you can't kill them? Those were servants. They must be what's left of Chaldea. You're what they call a master, right? That was some fine commanding, but you got tunnel vision. Or were you so overcome by the sight of your friends' corpses that you lost your head? You left your back unguarded, fool. Marine! Marine? What are you doing over there?
I'm sorry. They caught me and tied my hands behind my back, too.
Shut up! Open your mouth again, and I'll kill you like I killed everyone else on this ship. You're just a tool I'm using to torment that man over there. You don't need to be intact for that. Hold it right there, woman. One step, and I'll kill them all starting with him. Luckily for you, I'm willing to talk first. Now, listen up. I am Izcalli, leader of the Osalome and king of Mexico City. What is your name, master? Go on. I want to hear it before I kill you. I'll even inscribe it in Mictlan's chronicles as the last dying gasp of your pathetic proper human history. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if there's any voice line. Okay, there was. But what about this? I'm not hearing anything. Okay. On here. That is weird. I'm not hearing any voices in the last fight. Was it because of that shocking event? I am Iskali, leader of the Ocean Lome and king of Mexico City. What is your name, master? Go on, I want to hear it before I kill you. I'm not telling you a damn thing. So you're refusing. I see. I'm incredibly thrilled to hear that. Truth to tell, I never cared about your name. Tezcatlipoca said we should pay respect to warriors willing to risk their own lives. But you're an exception. Why would I owe any respect to savages from proper human history who came here to destroy my world? Why should I pay any respect to the dinos stomping around Mictlan like they own the place? This is war. There's no room for warriors' pride here. All that matters is destroying invaders like you. Listen up. Summon one servant. Even start summoning one, and I'll kill him. But if you just stand there, do nothing, and let us kill you, he goes free. I'm a man of my word. Once I make a promise, I always keep it. But the choice is yours. You die by our hand either way. Now, will you do it with the weapon in hand, or no? It doesn't matter to me. The only thing this changes is how painful your death will be. Now, let's begin, master of proper human history. I look forward to seeing you reveal what a monster you are by throwing your comrade's life away. I think that should be easy. Let me see. Battle ends after 3 turns or when Iskali's first HP bar is broken. Oh. Okay. Okay, now I can hear the voice line. So, that means the last fight was a shocking event and no words to describe. But this time, it has. That is weird.
目に映るものすべてを灰にいい目を背けないでそれは絶えず見た滅びの夢最果てにありながら鳥は明日を迎えでしょうロードレスキャメル逃がす者から内側から追われる公園に
Yes, yes, that's it. You have my thanks. Trust me when I say that I'm a man of my word.
Guess I goofed it up again. Sorry for being nothing but trouble right to the end. Don't worry about me, and no need to tell the captain either. This kind of thing happens all the time.
No. No! Son of a bitch. Oh. They killed a Marine. One of my, escorter. You fucker. Iskali, I'll kill you one day. I will get you one day. I will avenge you, Marine.
stay behind too. I don't want to leave you all by yourself. Jungle, steady as she jungles. Hello, it's me, Marine. Today I'm gonna make a nice comfy cottage out of super big leaves. Something bumming you out? Oh, I see. Don't worry, this cottage is gonna be big enough for both of us. You wanna get out of the sun too, right, you all?
I'm fine. This is nothing enough sunlight exposure to be a problem for me. Why did you stay behind? Are you keeping an eye on me?
Huh? So you don't mind being alone, you all? Would you rather I left you be?
No, you're right. It is more productive if you're here. I mean, you're building a cottage right now, and doing a pretty good job, from the looks of it.
Right? That's because Captain Nemo has a lot of experience adventuring. Like I said earlier, Marines are the ones who keep things clean, carry cargo, do maintenance, and stand watch. So I'm really good at this sort of thing, and it's lots of fun too. Oh, do you like hammocks, you all? Or maybe you like a bat? I could get some stones from the river Portia was in to make a tub, but, well, that won't work here in the jungle. Too bad, we don't have a big metal barrel or something.
Huh? What's a bath?
It's how we clean our bodies. Everyone always gets very grungy out on missions, but there's nothing we can do about it as it happens. All we can do is wait until we can take a shower when we're back at the border. But you're not grungy at all, are you, you-o? Different story for me and Sulfurs and everyone else. It kind of seems like nothing could ever get you dirty or tired.
Oh. Well, excuse me for being so different from you, Earthlings.
Why'd you say that? I think it's great how you always stay so clean. But you should still try taking a bath if you ever get the chance. Even your early clean, they still feel great.
Hey, Marine.
Yes?
Sulfrost told me there's a bunch of other Marines just like you. Is that true? How does that work?
Oh, that? Well, we're basically like clones of a hero experience named Captain Nemo. He tried to get different parts of his personality got turned into a bunch of servants. He uses something Atlas alchemists call memory partition to create us. So Captain Nemo, our base, is like our leader, and we're all copies of him. Oh, there are also clones like Nurse and Professor, but there's only one of each of them. The Marines like me are basically a colony that finds a captain sailing expertise between all 24 of us.
There are 24 of you? But you're the only one here.
The rest are on the border. I was trusted with keeping so fast safe. So when I saw him fall out of the ship, I jumped out after him. I knew I'd figure something out, and here we are.
Oh, so that's why you're so weak in combat. You've only got 1/24 of your original fighting ability. I'm impressed you've gotten this far like that. You must want to get back to the border so you can return to your old self.
It doesn't work like that. We haven't divided our spirit urge among ourselves. Not like we get stronger if we all gather in one place. We were made to be disposable. We can't get stronger, really. That's why there are 24 of us. This way, we can lose a few during this long Grand Order voyage and still be okay. If Marine A dies, Marine B can take his place. If Marine B dies, Marine C can do the same, and so on. That's how it works for us. We can all do the same jobs, so any one of us can disappear and the work will still get done.
Really? But even if you have the same abilities, aren't your personalities different?
Wow, you got what I was talking about right away. Yeah, like I said, we're a colony. So we act like the same person when we're out together to keep things easier. But there are some slight differences between us. For instance, I'm the biggest crybaby. My knees are always shaking whenever Cho dares on a mission, but I do my best to ignore it and match the other Marines. But there aren't any other Marines around right now, so I can just be myself, which is kind of nice. Though it's a little weird to be the only one of me around.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're just a copy. Life here in Mictlan can't be easy for you, being so weak. But as long as the original Captain Nemo is around, you can always come back to life. That's an excellent means of survival.
Yeah, you're right. I don't mind being weak. as long as the other moons are still around, I'm sure everyone will remember me, even if I disappear.
That color. He was lying.
Though, to be honest, protecting Zopper's my way too big for a job for me. I wish I could fight like Captain. I mean, I'm a Chinese servant too.
I don't know much about servants, but there are a bunch of different kinds, right? Maybe you can't fight, but you have other skills. So why don't you hide with Tapu the next time there's a battle? Besides, I enjoy fighting anyway.
Hey, yeah, you're on the Earth-saving team with us now, aren't you? Thanks again for protecting us, Madame President. If it helps, you've got my support.
Good. You better be grateful. When elections roll around, make sure to vote for me. But, are you sure you should put so much trust in me? All I know about myself is my name.
What do you mean? That's exactly why I trust you. That's all you remember, and still you saved me. Sure, you're kind of scary, foul-mouthed, and you're kind of short-fused, but you're also so responsible. I really admire people who face what they can do and what they need to do head-on, even if it means they'll be the only ones having a hard time. So I'm glad you're sticking with us. It makes me want to follow your example. Though, like I said, we Marines can't learn or grow.
I see. Well, why not try your best anyway? I can help you if you need it.
Okay, I know I might just be a birdie at this point, especially since I can't fight. Nothing else though, I'll make sure I don't slow you down. Thanks for all your support, Olga Marie.
What? Now you want to kill us? What, because you're angry? That's nonsense. I knew you people had things all wrong.
And what do you think we've got wrong?
Getting so angry over a compatriot dying, grieving like that, is absurd. Ozalome would never do that. Death is normal to us, expected. We could never kill each other if that wasn't the case. Killing is only permitted for us because we see all life as equal.
Oh, really now? So you don't mourn your compatriots' deaths?
Of course not. If we cared so much for our compatriots, we would never be able to wage war. But you people from proper human history are so caught up in mourning death, like it's your salvation or something. Most intelligent beings would realize their enemies are just like them, and so wouldn't be able to kill them. People who hold any care for others in their hearts don't wage wars. How could they? But the truth is, that's not how you disgusting people of proper human history do things at all. All that imagination, and you can think of nothing but killing each other. How can you explain away a contradiction like that? You people are fundamentally flawed, even before we start talking about things like good and evil.
I can't argue with that. Original sin or not, humans certainly remain imperfect. So what about you, Ozamolan, then? Are you truly Jaguar warriors who know nothing of love or hate?
Yes, we're nothing like you monster from proper human history. Our emotions are reserved for our god, Tezcatlipoca, and for him alone. His joy is our joy, his grief is our grief. In the face of his anger, we can only tremble in fear. No matter how many of us die, or how many of our enemies we kill, our god will rage or mourn as he chooses. That is how war is meant to be waged. Otherwise, humans' very existence would be too sinful to suffer. Is that your excuse for it? Pathetic. Is that all you have to say for yourself? Fine then. If you're so obsessed with gods, I'll kill you with my own two godly hands. What? I don't feel so good. Impossible! Tezcatlipoca himself chose this body? How could it fall apart like this? Outside is in the right. How could we lose to them? What just world could possibly allow this? I'm sorry. I went too far there. How is no way for the ruler of this planet to behave? So, Marines should be back soon, right? He said there were a bunch of other Marines just like him. Right. He said that as long as Nemo's alive, he should be able to come back to life. I see. So that's what he told you. Then we don't need to grieve for him. We'll get to see him again real soon. So if it spares everyone's sadness over him being gone, he'd rather they all forget him. He always put everyone ahead of himself. That's why he had a smile on his face when he lied about coming back to life. And to think, after all that, he still called himself weak. Farewell, cry-baby Marine. You were a servant all your own. You had as strong a heart as any servant could ever hope for. I guess Gordov's dead anyway. I guess we should at least give them a proper burial. As unfortunate as it is, I'm afraid this is the reality of our situation. Casualties are inevitable in times of war. What happened to Marine is a shame, but for what it's worth, his collie's physical abilities are on par with the servant. He hid his presence expertly and struck at the weakest member of our group. But that should have been me. Of this whole group, I'm the one least suited to combat. Marine would never take part in a battle anyway. Why would that man have done such a thing to a non-combatant? Being dinos, you and Mictlan are as strong as typical servant. You just have no real will to fight. If you changed your mind and decided to defend at others, you would be a formidable obstacle. On the other hand, Marine had the necessary will to fight, but lacked almost any capacity to actually do so. In war, one of the most effective tactics is to attack those providing support from the rear, who are also least able to defend themselves. His colleague did exactly that, much like someone from proper human history would. And the result is, as we see, Marine is gone. All Chaldea staff aboard the border are...
Hey, look! Somebody's a messer here! Woohoo! Welcome back! You're right, they got dinosaurs with them, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Commander Gordov! Commander Gordov!
Keep it down, will you? I knew he was alive. I knew it. But what about that, Muneri who got being headshotted at? Keep it down, will you? Do you want the Osalome to start attacking us again? Hey! Hey, it's you two! You okay? You really okay?
Director Gordov? You all okay?
Oh, right. I suppose this rather grisly sight must have given you the impression of quite a tragic end for us all. But take a closer look. What seems to be our dead bodies is in truth no more than a bit of magecraft trickery. Not to say we didn't come dangerously close to winding up exactly like that. Fortunately, between our natural luck, good karma, and not a little quick thinking, we got out alive. Then we barricade ourselves in the border's hangar since his armor is heavy enough to stand up to even most servants. For the next few days, we fended off the Osalome's relentless assault. And just when it seemed like we were about to run out of rations and starve to death, we heard a booming thunderclap outside the ship. The Marines ran outside to see what had happened, and, well, here we are. I never dreamed you and Mash were responsible for it. Well done getting rid of the Osalome, my boy. Once again, your experience as master and servant has paid off tremendously.
Not at all. I'm just glad to see you handle things so well. Senpai and I have been out of our minds with worry ever since we heard you might have been under attack.
Yeah, it's great to see you all, but I also see signs of fighting here. Well, that would be because someone was kind enough to swoop in and save them when the Osalome had them surrounded. A certain mysterious beauty who let herself into this Lostbelt as soon as she sensed humanity was in crisis, and raced through the jungle on her beloved motorcycle, arriving just in time to blow the Osalome away with her special ammunition. Ah, Skonyanskaya.
That's right. This is a handiwork of what? Tamamovich Konyanskaya.
Oh, wait! You're residents of this world, yes? We are Chodea, and we come in peace. I'll admit that we haven't always been in a position to coexist with other Lostbelt thus far, but that isn't the case this time. Our only objective here is to investigate an entity known as ORT. We have no wish to fight you. We only want to engage in peaceful discussion.
So you still want to negotiate with us even after we killed one of your men and taken some of your compatriots away? Heartless. I like it. You know how to weigh the lives of those under your command. That makes you a strong leader, just like me.
Don't you dare compare us. I'm just doing whatever I can to get Munir to the infirmary as soon as possible. Oh, good. Then lower your guns, will you? As you can see, we are unarmed. And we can't have a proper discussion at gunpoint.
But you're still a blonde outsider, so die before you learn anything more of our world. What was that?
It's you!
Long time no see, Your Excellency! Luckily for you, I, Konyanskaya Flight, sensed Chodea's crisis and came to provide my services. Huh? What? Don't look at me like that. I got here as fast as I possibly could, you know.
Another servant. Never mind for her now. Kill the humans first.
My. I see Test Captain Poka trained you soldiers well. But it seems he didn't provide you with much of a variety of modern weaponry. I'm surprised you don't have even a single smoke grenade.
What's the meaning of this? Are you really Konyanskaya? How do I know we can trust you not to shoot us in the back?
Save the questions for later. Right now, I think it would be best if you evacuated to the border. Thanks to these darling rabbit ears of mine, I'm already up to date on what's going on. It's unfortunate I couldn't rescue all of you. But on behalf of NFF services, I'll make absolutely sure you don't suffer any more losses.
And there you have it. Konyanskaya once attacked Finis Chodea and has been an enemy of Novum Chodea for a long time. We eventually defeat her immature beast form in Tunguska, thereby ending our long feud with her. While the reason for this evil beauty's sudden decision to save us will forever remain a mystery.
Mystery? Every self-respecting beast knows favors, however small, must be repaid. That's the whole reason I became a servant. I'm here to put you into debt and make money off you. Is it truly so hard to believe my pride might lead me to assert dominance over you by ensuring you owe me at least twice as much as I owe you?
Nodding as if to say, absolutely believable.
Not sure I buy that, especially coming from a fox. Beast, that is, who wants to return a favor. So, now that we've covered your reasons, how are you actually going to go about doing that? Maybe you have the ability to manifest somewhere on your own, but you still shouldn't have been able to show up here at this time without some sort of connection. So what the heck did you use to let yourself manifest here? What did I use? Why, that would of course be...
Your shirt's glowing, Director. Hmm? Why are you looking at me like that? Yes, my inside jacket pocket's a bit warm, for some reason, but... Haha, yeah. Nothing to see here. Nope, nothing at all. Now quit staring, will you?
But Commander Gordov, your right pectoral is glowing bright red.
A laser pointer, maybe? Nothing you need to concern yourself with.
Is that the lipstick?
What? Why, you? Ah! You stupid thing!
Oh, I just remembered Scion mentioned something about this. She said the lipstick you threw to the floor back then never showed up in the trash can.
Yes, that's right. I snuck back and grabbed it later. You might think it foolish of me. Believe me, I do too. But it just didn't feel right to throw it away simply because it had been a trap. One day, you two will understand wanting to hold on to something that turned out to be part of a trap, because you still remember how happy you felt falling for it. Or how it feels to have an object remind you of when you were popular with the ladies. Now please, just leave it at that.
Hey, without that lipstick, you guys would probably be dead now.
Indeed. If you hadn't held on to that lipstick, Your Excellency, I would still be dozing off in the Tunguska woods, blissfully unaware Chaldea was in danger. So, now do you understand how and why I'm here?
Yes. Well, in many ways, I'm just as responsible for the attack on Venus Chaldea. And eventually, I'll need to make amends for that. But right now, we still have an emergency to deal with, and we need all hands on deck, whoever they might belong to. So while I understand you may have difficulty trusting such a shady servant, I hope you can give her a chance.
Well, speaking of shady servants...
What do you mean?
Hello, Mr. Gordov. I believe this is our first time speaking to each other since Chaldea base. Allow me to come right to the point. I've agreed to join Sopros on his adventure. I look forward to working with you.
Rasputin? Have you lost your mind, Sopros? I don't know what kind of trap he's laid for you this time, but you want him to join us?
I hope you're not truly ready to begin doubting Sopros' sanity just yet. For you see... he's also recruited a much bigger and far more wonderful guest than myself.
You Olga Marie?
Fainted.
What in the world were you two thinking? Bringing our greatest adversary along with you? Rasputin I can understand. Truth be told, I always thought he was the most reasonable of the foreign gods' disciples. But you, Olga Marie, of all beings, don't you know what she...
Well, about that...
And Misha? So you say she only remembers her name and having come here from outer space? And that as long as we don't tell her she's the foreign god, we might be able to reconcile with her? Peacefully? That's preposterous. I don't care how many times she's helped you so far. I will never accept her help from her. I don't trust her, and I have zero desire to befriend her. Sure, we might be able to avoid jogging her memory at the moment, but note that I will be taking all appropriate measures against her. Understood?
Yes, Commander.
Don't say foreign god. Don't say foreign god. Don't say foreign god.
And that's everything that's happened to us since we arrived, Director Gordov. At the moment, Tapu is touring the border, and Wakchan is outside resting up.
I see. Normally, I would congratulate you on a job well done, but as you can see, things are in shambles here. First of all, the storm border is wrecked. A mysterious armed militia abducted Da Vinci, Scion, Kadok, and Captain Nemo. At present, only 9 of Chaldea's staff are at the border, myself included. as well as 15 members of Nemo series, which are now acting independently. These include 11 Marines, nurse, baker, professor, and engineer. Finally, we have Konyaskaya and Needlecrest, who is slowly recovering from nearly fatal injuries. For a total of 26 personnel in all. Until now, we weren't able to use either the command room or the infirmary, since we were holed up in the hangar. But thanks to you, we can run now. Of course, even that doesn't do us much good, since we still don't have the power restored. Hey, you Olga Marie?
What? You think I got the count wrong? I didn't. That's still 12 kinds of beings, right?
Wait, were you counting the whole Nemo series as a single person, you Olga Marie?
Of course. I mean, they're all the same spirit urgent, right? So I saw them all as being part of a single servant. No, I don't see them that way now. Anyway, more importantly, what's the meaning of this, Soapbox and Mash? This isn't like what you told me at all. I had the impression Chaldea was an organization dedicated to saving Earth, which is why I agreed to help. So what's with that guy? Why is he so obviously hostile to me? Does this mean Earthlings are too stupid to recognize how great I am?
Look who's talking. You're the one who just declared yourself president of Earth. We will never rely on aliens for aid. Besides, who do you think did this to the Stormborder in the first place?
Huh? I don't understand. You're aware I rule this planet, but you're openly defying me. That makes no sense. More importantly, I can't let what you said about the Stormborder pass. Who did this? Who did do this to your ship? Tell me who it was, and I'll get them back for it.
Is she serious? What should I do? Young miss, given Commander Gordov's position, we can hardly blame him for being wary of us, since we did join their journey only recently. Perhaps assistance offered in good faith would help him win his trust. Oh, well said, Father Kotomi. How nice having those devilish oratory skills on our side for once.
Huh. My presence alone should be more than enough to warrant his trust. But okay, I'll take your advice. So, what exactly did you have in mind?
I passed by the infirmary on my way here, and couldn't help but notice a member of your staff in dire need of treatment, Commander Gordov. Huh? You mean you can help him? Can you actually save his life? I can't say anything for sure without taking a closer look, but I have faith in the Lord. Treatment?
Did somebody get injured? You didn't mention them earlier.
Yes, just one. I didn't mention it because the injury's so minor. You two didn't need to know. Alright, Father Kotomi. Hurry to infirmary at once, and let's see what you can do. Well, why aren't you moving? I am Lady Yuoga Marie's butler. I cannot work without her permission. So that's your game, you damn wolf in priest vestments. Fine, you win. Yuoga Marie, I accept your help on behalf of Chaldea. At this point, I'd make a deal with the devil himself if it would save the man in the infirmary. Now please, get that wicked priest of yours to work.
I'm not sure what's going on, but you just want me to order him to help? Okay. Butler, do whatever you can to help the guy.
As you wish, young miss. I shall draw upon the power of one of the spirits within me. Balu, the moon, the envoy of the night, who once offered humans a chance to add immortality.
Let me check here.
Okay. Oops. I've done all I can for him, but he was shot through the heart as well as the head. There was only so much my healing hands could.
Oh, he's alive? What the hell? I thought he was dead for sure, but like getting headshotted would be instant death. But, well, what do you know? Gah! What the heck kind of Rasputin spirit medium treatment was that? It hurt so much I thought I was gonna die. Wait, no, I did die. You know, using sheer pain to prod someone awake isn't the same as resurrection. Munier, you're alive. You're really alive. Huh? Whoa, a group hug? Wait, Soapfrost? Mash? You're back! But I knew you'd make it. I was never as worried about you as Chubbs was. Yes, we're here. It's so good to see you alive again. Huh? Oh, right. You must have heard about what happened here while you were gone. Hey, come on, cheer up. It was my fault. I shouldn't have been so careless. I forgot we were fighting a war on two fronts here. You in the field and us in the command room. Now I know how all your narrow escapes from death feel. Anyway, don't beat yourselves up for this. None of us want that. What do you mean? All of us on the staff have had the same goal since we were still at Venus Chaldea. Make sure the new guy who became a master before learning left from right gets back safely. That's always been what motivated us. Oh, when I say gets back, I don't mean to Chaldea base. I mean to where you originally came from. Well, at first it was just something the doctor always said, but eventually it became everyone's goal. And that goal's kept us going, even when the going got tough. Back when the whole world was burning during the incineration of humanity, or when Chaldea base was all that was left in void space. Some of the staff got so bummed, we thought about giving up on everything. But when we saw you and MASH, two newcomers, standing strong in the singularities, we realized we couldn't put it all on you. And then, when you guys put an end to the incineration of humanity, we couldn't have been prouder. That was when we decided that our job was always going to be to support you and MASH, come hell or high water. We didn't always get along, plenty of differences in our experiences, cultures, priorities for our job, even rivalries between factions within the Mages Association. But these days, we're all so proud of you too that we've ended up becoming great friends. So please, don't feel bad just cause one of us got injured. Not that I don't appreciate it, but we really don't want you thinking you weren't strong enough or agonizing about how you could have done better. We're all doing the best we can, all the time.
Munir is right. The best thing you can give a recovered patient is a smile. But for now, I think it'd be best if you got more rest. At least until your vitals are back to normal, okay?
Nurse! Oh man, you were watching over me this whole time?
Of course. It's my job. I've been splitting my time between you and Nitocrest about 70-30. Really.
Oh, and I'm the 30, huh? Yeah, that tracks.
Soapfrost, MASH, the director wants to see you. Please get to the command room as quickly as you can.
It's time to decide on our next mission objective. Shortly after we entered the 7 Lostbelt, we were attacked by mysterious light and forced to make an emergency landing. During that attack, Soapfrost and MASH fell out of the ship and have been operating on their own. But now, they have successfully rejoined our team here at the Storm Border. Well done, you two. Unfortunately, in the time it took them to arrive, we encountered a mysterious armed militia called the Osalome, apparently led by a man named Iskali. They were also joined by an unidentified arms dealer who Ikali called Tezcatlipoca. Truth be told, we can't determine at this point whether he truly is the god Tezcatlipoca from Aztec mythology. However, whoever he is, we know he's our enemy, and an enemy of proper human history. And in another unfortunate turn of events, the enemy forces have abducted key members of our team. So, our next missions team will consist of Master Soapfrost, Field Op Mash Kairilai, Habitat, and our newly acquired local allies Tapu, the 4th, Yu Oga Marie, Rasputin, and Koyanskaya. Your mission is to rescue the personnel who were abducted from Chaldea. Now go get Da Vinci, Scion, Kada, and Nemo. Your destination is the Ocelomus capital, Mexico City. Yes, sir.
Alright, I understand the new mission parameters. Will you all be evacuating to Chichen Itza then?
No, we'll stay here and work on repairing the border. In fact, I just negotiated a guard detail with Wakchan earlier. You want me to guard a flying border? Okay, I'll do it. I mean, I'd rather go along with Olga if I could. But I'm also kind of pissed that I just stood back and let them kill your friend. So if you just need someone to keep Oceloma away, I'm your guy. Go on and rescue your friends. The dinos are great. They're also rational. And best of all, I love how they're all herbivores. I'm ashamed I was ever afraid of them just because they look scary. If our technical advisor was still here, she would have been jumping for joy to meet them.
I agree. I'm sure Da Vinci would have been very happy to befriend the dinos.
What about Nitocris? Is she still unable to fight? She is. That's why I had to refuse her offer to accompany Soapfrost. She's only just gotten back on her feet. It's still much too soon to let her fight. But I'm not worried. This time, we have Konyanskaya, the mad monk Rasputin, and you know who. In terms of sheer servant power, I dare say we're stronger than we've ever been. Ha 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 ha.
You heard His Excellency. Are you prepared to fight?
Oh, I guess you didn't hear, Konyanskaya. I'm on the medical team. I can't help you with combat. But you needn't worry. Someone far more dependable than me will be joining you. I will be leaving all matters related to combat in her capable hands, so I may focus on everyone's mental health.
Oh my, how lovely! Of course, I'd sooner die than accept any therapy you have to offer.
Ha 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 ha! I can't speak to how he is as Rasputin, but Father Kotomi was a very well-respected member of the Holy Church. I expected he would do a great deal to lighten the mood with this witty banter should you find yourself in a tight spot. He certainly did so for me while we made our way to Chaldea. Then let's leave now.
Oh yes, one more thing. Do you have any idea where Foe might be? I thought he would be taking up space on the storm border like always, but I haven't sensed him anywhere.
Wasn't he with you, Kyrie Light?
No, we haven't seen any sign of him. I just assumed he was still on the border.
Ah, I see. That little mongrel wants to stay far away from anything connected to ORT. I thought this would be a good chance to take his resource for myself, but he must have sensed me first and made himself scarce. Well, the next time I find him, I'll have to step on him extra hard as payback for Tunguska. Oh, don't you worry. I'm sure Foe is out on the surface having the time of his life chasing after tumbleweeds or something. I'm sure he'll come tripsing back. I'm sure he'll come back tripsing back like nothing happened once you've excised the 7th Lostbelt.
Wow, genius! I can't believe how well you've mastered all our tools, Tapu. Okay, please make sure you give Captain that medicine and spell designed to reinforce the spirit urgent as soon as you find him.
Take care, Tapu. We're counting on you to help the captain.
Oh yes, I understand how to handle magecraft now. I'll do my very best to save Captain Nemo.
You don't seem too thrilled about this. Your green waves were clear and pure, but now I see ripples in them. Are you opposed to going to Mexico City? They do say it's the Ocelomes capital.
No, I have no objections to Soapfrost's plan to rescue his compatriots. It's entirely reasonable. Though I am a bit worried about having to cross the second underworld.
Then what's got you down?
Good question. Marine was right. These other Marines are just like him. It reminds me a lot of dinos. Even when an individual is lost, the species remains intact. It's the same with the Marines. They haven't been lost. They still continue to exist. And yet, I still mourn his loss. He'll never hit me with his little fist again. There you are, Tepu, you Olga Marie. Oh yes, Professor has been sharing her knowledge with me. I also know about your mission. You're going to Mexico City to rescue your compatriots, yes? I may not be much help, but I'd be happy to guide you there. What about you, you Olga Marie? Now that Soapbox and Mash have safely made it to the border, your initial objective has been fulfilled.
Good question. That good-off human does get on my nerves for some reason.
Please, Madame President, you gotta come with us.
Heh. Yeah, okay. You obviously still need my power. Of course I'll help rescue your friends. I'm practically you Olga Marie of Chaldea now. Now, let's get this rescue operation back on track. Next stop, Mexico City in the 5th stratum. When I'm through with it, those Ocelotto bastards will think their capital was hit by the mother of all natural disasters.
The hell? Iztaccíhuatl. I guess that's how it's pronounced it. Second underworld is Iztaccíhuatl. The wind's gotten cooler. We must be approaching the second underworld. The storm border is still being repaired, so we can't call the command room. We can manage one way, voice-only transmissions for a few seconds, but that's only for emergency. I'm recording a video as we go, so I'll be submitting it to them as a record of this mission once we get back.
And we weren't able to fully recharge the Ortanax, so we'll have to keep conserving energy. So let's try to avoid danger as much as we can, and take the shortest possible route to Mexico City.
We still need to cross the second boundary of the underworld before that. What sort of trial should we expect there, Tepu? When I crossed it, I had to traverse a mountain trail. It was quite tiring, especially as the wind was very strong, but other than that, there was nothing harmful. Oh, right. I suppose I did slip and fall a few times after getting lost in thought. So I hope you all do your best to catch the person next to you if they look like they're about to fall. Oh, there was also some sharp obsidian lying around. It had been whittled down by the wind, so it will cut you if you fall. The cuts won't be terribly dangerous, but humans like you could lose a great deal of blood if you fall enough.
Well, I don't have to worry about that. I float everywhere I go. I don't have to worry about wind blowing me away either. I might not look it, but I actually weigh literal tons.
I think you're mistaken. You couldn't possibly weigh actual tons.
I'm not mistaken. I know for a fact I weigh over 10,000 tons.
Probably even more.
The only reason I don't have any effect on my surroundings is because I'm constantly manipulating gravity. How else could I make gravity fields?
You really weigh that much?
At that size? Wow, Olga Marie, that means you're warping time and space just by existing. Did you really have to put it like that, Mash?
Then I believe we should be fine if you block the wind for us, you Olga Marie. On which note, we're here. The second underworld is Iztaccíhuatl, the bone graveyard consisting of a valley of blades and wind, lies just past these trees. Oopsie. This is way worse than what you said, Tapu.
Right. All these rocks are practically weapons themselves. I think they're even sharper than my knife hand strike. The wind is blowing at 10 meters per second, with burst up to 20. That's going to slow us down, to say nothing of the danger of flying debris. Really? Yikes. That wind would carry me right off if I materialized. You're that light happy cat? Alright, in that case, make sure you stay hidden in your spirit form.
The temperature is more than a little unforgiving. Wind this cold is likely to slow even servants.
Oh my, I'm surprised to hear such timidity from a disciple. Perhaps life as a butler has made you weak? Just think of this wind as a gentle mountain breeze and you should be fine.
Hey, where'd you get that coat? No fair. I want an NFFF services coat too.
I'm so sorry, but this item is one of a kind. Though I do get the impression I once received a fur coat from a certain someone. Oh, right. I was so pissed off, I threw it in my storehouse, so I don't have it on me at the moment.
If only we had some hot pepper water right now, and something to keep us all tied together.
Tapu, when you say hot pepper, do you mean the spice?
No, here. Hot pepper is a mixture of honey and herbs. It's sometimes called honey orchid. It causes the body to generate heat, so we use it in cold periods when the sun is at rest. I apologize for not bringing any. I don't generally use it myself.
What? Why are you rummaging through your bag? There's no point looking for stuff you don't have, right?
Actually, I think I do have some. Why? Those are honey orchids and vine rope. I'm impressed you thought to bring these. Oh my, you even have stipe-tick grass. Oh my, you even have stipe-tick grass for treating cuts. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Here, Mash, you have some too.
Oh wow, it does remind me of honey. It's sweet and tasty.
Interesting. This is hardly my field of expertise, but I think this could make for a good secret ingredient for curry. Oh.
I do have some interest in Lostbelt medicinal cooking, but I'll pass. I'm good with just my coat.
Yes? Well, down the hatch. Yes?
Hey, sup, Ross? Where's mine?
Oh, I'm sorry. We only had 4. Did you want to share mine?
Huh? No, that's okay. We only have so much to work with, and I don't get cold, so you should just drink it all yourself.
Oopsie. This is pretty tough. Indeed, we're lucky you Olga Marie is blocking the wind for us. This would be even harder otherwise. Perhaps this isn't the best time, but if you don't mind, I have a question. Does proper human history have underworlds like this too?
Yes, it does. I think this one is the equivalent of proper human history. It's a Teperto, Mictlan's 3rd layer. East Teperto was said to be a mountain path filled with sharp obsidian that cut the dead as they walk along it. The wind blowing across the mountain was also said to strip the dead of all the ornamentations they possessed in life. It would remove their clothes, their equipment, their possessions, and sometimes even their very flesh, eventually leaving them as no more than skeletons.
Skeletons? Then how could anyone possibly keep going to the next layer? These were trials in the underworld. Those undertaking them would be dead. being a skeleton would be little inconvenience. It was, in fact, the soul's willingness to persevere through the suffering that allowed them to be saved. In fact, the soul's willingness to persevere through the suffering that allowed them to be saved. It's not unlike Japanese folklore's version of hell. Right, now that I mention it, the scenery looks a lot like the Mountain of Needles, a pit of endless punishment that exists solely to torment sinners. What a horrifying thought. Endless punishment?
Hell? Hell, huh? Who would have thought such a texture would fit so well in my yard? Making utter mockery of the dead. Devious. Clever. I like it. Imagine punishing the dead instead of saving them. That truly does sound far more hellish than this place. Ha 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 ha. Actually, okay. That creepy laughter and flapping.
Welcome, Abes! Welcome, Underworld Pilgrims! Let me show you the way. Let me see what you got. Let there be a new mark of agony made in this ever-unchanging Mictlan. But now is the time to tremble in fright. Tremble at Kamazards. Tremble at the Lord of the House of Fear, the King of the Underworld, and the wings that strip the flesh from the living. Kamazards. You got a different team than last time, don't you? I see you lost one ape and giant and gained another. What a shame. I never got a chance to try that child's blood. Pity he's dead now. Yes, what a pity! How dreadfully sad! Do you think he would give up the honor of sacrificing his blood to me, Kamazards, after I had my eye on him? Serving blood still tastes terrible, of course, but still, it's the principle of the thing. What a waste. Try not to meet a similarly luckless end. We almost never get visitors here. And I like proper human history. Your ape blood tastes a lot better than Dino's blood.
Ponyanskaya? I've never seen such hostility from her before. That's Kamazards, the Mayan god of death. No need to explain. I know the name Kamazards. He is an evil Mayan god in proper human history. That's the enemy mask described in her report. The one using Lord Silvraj's command spells for himself, right? I'll have to put a speedy end to him then. I can already tell talking to this one will get me nothing but a headache.
Oh, that weapon! That smell! I remember your face now! You're the woman who snuck into my Mictlan and took the crypto to an outside world! And that's not all! You're also the devilish rabbit who sold weapons to the Osalome! You and Test Captain Poka must have been real close, as much as that weird god loves modern weapons! It's like La Malinche all over again! You're the latest evil woman to poison the Aztecs and help bring about a new country in Mexico!
What?
Oh my, is that true?
Of all the ways to find out how the Osalome got their weapons?
NFF? Konyanskaya?
Ouch! I've been slapped, even though I have a strict hands-off policy. Heh, it seems the bunny's out of the bag. You're right, I did provide the Osalome with firearms. Wherever humanity all its foolishness goes, they can rest easy knowing NFF services will be right there with them. However, those weapons were loaned out for a trial period to last 1 month, and not a day longer. But then that accursed Blondie said he'd figure out what he needed to know, and that he'd make the rest himself. He stole my property, reverse engineered it, and now he's making it for himself. I've never been so absolutely livid with a fellow competitor in my entire life.
You underestimated Test Captain Poka. There's nothing he can't do. You proper human history humans should have known better than to pigeonhole him as just a god of war. But I'm stronger than him here in Mictlan. Without his precious son, Test Captain Poker is just another pompous idiot. But I digress. Now is the time to taste death and slaughter. Call your heroic spirits, Priest of Chaldea. I want to see your technique. I want to know how it's done. Once I've finished, I'll drink every last drop of your blood and take over proper human history myself. That's it. Now this is divine providence. This is truly a new lease on life. I'll use the blood of you Chaldean criminals to bring my Mictlan back to life. Now, let's see those delicious looking heads. My happy cat, and I will sacrifice herself. Force them to be in a back line. Shit, shit. Well, I would rather give this one.
我が進化よ。やるじゃん。玉座の支度はできていますか？スピンドルセット。まさに飛び立つ前に腕の見せ所ってやつ。いい判断です。いいとも。これは君に待つ夢の生産。どれほど辛い別れでも輝くものはきっとある。顔を上げて。モルゴー多すぎてもね。ハービンや
Not yet.
注入します。よく目を背けないで。どうぞ。
Oh shit.
宝具を展開しましょう。目を背けないで。いいでしょう。慈悲神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は希望もない。何人通るにあたわず。死になさい。撃て。
Boom.
ベル、高らかになれ。問題ありません。慣れておりますので。
さて、ここからだ。
あまり悩ませないように。さて、どこから潰したものか。天罰てきめん、人類反省。あくまで華麗に。
ちょっとかわいそうかな。
じゃんじゃじゃーん。見て、この躍動。天を揺るがすエンジン。私、守備に走りました。さあ、支配してあげましょう。コッパ20。
行って行って。
I should have saved wherever that thing is.
目をいい判断。あくまで華麗に逃がすものか。内側から終わる。
Alright. What? That giant ghost? Shit.
手に入らないお参りしていきます日向の火薬の匂い暗き湖この私が目を背けないで慈悲神戸を垂れよ恐怖は希望もな何人通るにあたわずジェイルが落ちて分断する
Alright, yeah, I hate it.
簡単に終わらないように好き放題扱ってあげましょう
僕の力じゃないさ
Yeah, I'm going for it.
どう思う
I don't care.
この私が目を背けないでひょんひょんと逃がすものか
Oh!
召し上げましょう
No! Game over for me.
無駄ですよ
If only that shithead wasn't gonna get in my way.
あくびこの私がひょんひょんひょんと清掃の時間です雨のように
Got him.
特別サービス受け取りなさい無駄ですよ
Oh shit. I thought I was gonna finishing blow, but unfortunately it just fell short. Probably it's because of the third skill for a crit damage up. It wasn't enough. Alright, here comes the next one for something we call it warm up. Alright. Here we go. Alright, let me see this again. Okay. Will be some like a warm up here. This summoning stuff is more difficult than I thought. I was sure I could put more of myself into. Ah, she's here. Looks like that's the end of your royal audience. I'll leave you in the capable hands of the Guardian of the Underworld. In fact, even I have no choice there. This hellbird is too hard for even me to handle. She's the Empress of Flame. She cleaves souls like butter. Come, Benny Emma. Come give these interlopers a new trial. Benny Emma? Oh shit.
Master, Tapu, over here. The landscape. No, the land itself is being pushed aside.
The mountains are moving. But how? Or why?
Look, there's something up in the sky. Who is that? Something about them's giving me chills.
Go.
I am an agent of the 10 Kings of the 8 Hot Hells. I am Benny Emma, the Vermilion Bird. Your excuses are worth nothing to me. All I want is your tongues. Your first sin was coming to my hell to begin with. Your second was to find my winged god. And you seem to have committed many other sins as well. Do not expect a punishment which ends with the tour of only 8 hells. Huh? Did you say Benny Emma? As in, Benny Emma, the tongue-cut sparrow, proprietress of the Amate? You read my story? Never mind, it doesn't matter. A judge cannot allow her personal feelings to influence her work. I suppose I can at least serve you breakfast once a day, though. I am told that you Chaldeans are destroyers of lost worlds. I can only imagine the trail of bodies you left in your wake. For that alone, I would not say you are evil, but it is your own heart that makes your sins weigh so heavily on you. My sword is only as sharp as your conscience dictates. The better person you are, the easier you will fall. The more evil, the more painful your death. The living and dead are equal in my eyes. My verdicts can kill even those who are already dead. Now, let us have a good, clean trial. Shit. Damn it. I'm trying to think. Because, her normal attack will have a random chance of inflicting instant death. And, of course, buff blocking. Which is not a good sign. I don't think there's not much I can do. I just probably have to survive for 3 turns. That's what the condition says on Arrow 2 in Wikipedia. For a guide walkthrough. I can't really use Scotty for MP because of buff blocking. Oberon. There's not much I can't do anything. There's like, you're stuck. Pretty much it.
少者も死者も見境なく我が沙汰は死者をも殺す針地獄がふさわしいあまりせわしく動かないでください日向のように快楽なそのように私の本はこちらの話ですイノベーション始めます好き放題扱ってあげましょうそのように失礼こちらの話ですあまりせわしく動かないでください我がお参りしていきます雨の音が聞こえるええわかりましたあちらですか上がれ上がれ裁判官に逆らうのですか危ないです上がれ見える場所にいるから 見せ死だ、地獄の釜の湯加減なれば名脈を塞ぐ。あ、この私が木っ端みじん、無用雨のように危険火炎放電。マス
Oof.
ター怒らないから受けよ大少年。
Oof.
少し見せ死だ、
Oof.
足を
Triple oofing. Fucking crits, man. I mean, no, not crits, but the random chance of instant death. This is so annoying.
ちょっと気が引けるけどね。
ちゃんと指導して。
手作りです
無用
ね。夢の
無
傷
用
跡。
じゃ無用地獄の釜の湯加減なれば、
ごめん。
fucking oof, man.
地獄の釜の湯加減なれば見せ死だ。
Oh my god, dude. She literally just freaking R-word all of us. All of us, my party, all my servants except for Olga Marie. She's still alive. You know, she has her guts. But could you imagine if this was an instant activation, and then she only has 1 HP, and then that's gonna kill her, and that this fight is officially over, or fight is lost, and you have to start over again. Damn. Oh. Right. Is she seriously using mountains as a sword? Director Olga Marie?
She'll have to do better than that. It'll take more than stopping my brainwaves to kill me. I managed to reboot myself, but just so you're aware, I don't think I'll be able to do that again. I understand your sins now. I sentence you to 100 quintillion years. Well, and rejoice. Chirp! Benny Emma just flew away. Does this mean the battle is over? It can't be. Benny, my darling Benny. How could they make you grow up like that? I'm going back to Tunguska.
She doesn't belong to you anyway. Alright, that one's just like mobster fight. Thank goodness, we're all still alive. That servant seems to have taken off too at the peak. Was she from Chaldea as well?
Yes, I think she must have been one of the 4 who were summoned on the border, like King Protea. Let's just forget about her. I doubt she'll come after us again. We just need to cross the mountains there to get through this underworld, right? No reason it's got to be the tallest of them. Right, Tapu?
Indeed, we merely have to make it to the other side. Once we reach the ridge, it's quite literally all downhill from there. True. At least this time, young Mist is entirely correct for some reason.
What do you mean, for some reason?
Enyanma. I don't know where she comes from, but her spirit urchin was at the scale of the divine spirit. And then there was her fearsome swordsplay. The very fact that she thought to use the mountains themselves as blades makes clear that you have no chance of defeating her, young miss. At least as you are now.
Oh, come on. Who uses mountains as swords? They're heavy, they hurt, and most of all, they're scary.
We are on an urgent mission. If you desire revenge upon her, you should do so after we have saved Soapfrost's compatriots in Mexico City.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Unlike Protea, she didn't seem to be any pain.
to heal my heart after seeing my poor Benny like that broken. Oh, Benny. Benny. How could you grow up into such a hale and hearty delinquent with no trust of society?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do for her now. It seems we need bother putting it to a vote then. Tapu, would you kindly lead on?
Of course, Itsachikuato is much harsher than I remember, but the path through it remains the same. This way, please. It may be dangerous since we'll need to cross a few animal nests along the way. But with your skills, I'm sure we'll make it through this underworld in no time.
I guess I'm gonna have to change this one. Shit. Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. Change this one here to that.
僕の仕事は復職なんだけど、やるじゃん。スピンドルセット。朝の左で飛び立つ今のうちに核兵戦行きます。今のうちに準備。コツコツ知らせ禁断の呪詛コツコツコツコツカードを上げる特別によっこいしょっといいよじゃんじゃじゃーんすごいだろう重いんだぜでも負けないファミリアンなのさスピンスターハベトロットその辺だなバッチリだな飛べ
Oh, come on.
やるじゃん痛いのは
That's not what I was expecting. That card deck really screws me, man. I hate you, game. You just ruined my chances.
適当にやっとくわ尻尾バーン応援ピピピ覚悟適当にやっとくわ見栄はいらぬと申しても夏の暑さに喉カラカラ息吹の御霊8脈怒涛
Fucking that game, man.
お返しをしなくてはね仕方ないの君たちはちゃんと見ててねそうかいそうか見栄はいらぬと申しても夏の暑さに喉カラカラ息吹の御霊8脈怒涛ザバーンもっと欲しいわ
Man. That was horrible. The card deck on that very first turn. Fucking Happy Cat took over it. don't see that main DPS or main AoE that it appears on it. It screws me, man. Thought I was gonna done for like minimum 3 turns, but no. It's done like 4 turns thanks to that card deck shuffle. God damn you, game. Anyway. 1 day later. Mountains climbed. 6. So far, so good. No problems to speak of. Then how do you explain the infinite loop we're caught in? I knew it. Well, that explained why I've been sweating so much. So you've actually been worried? You seemed so calm while you were guiding us. I had no idea. I appreciate your intentions, Tapu, but at times like these, we need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. I guess dinos and human internal clocks are more different than we realized. Oh well. The fact is, we've been climbing the same mountain over and over for a while now. Let me expand my sensor radius. Yeah, I knew it. This entire underworld is closed off. There's no way out. No way out? But the underworlds are supposed to let dead people through if they pass their trials. Doesn't having no way out violate the rules? Damn, that's it. Now I understand. Benny Emma is the new guardian of the underworld. Consequently, this underworld's rules changed to suit its guardian. This second underworld is no longer a valley of blades and wind. It's become a hell from Japanese folklore. Which means it keeps people trapped instead of letting them pass through. Just like JoJo. Dio's power. Endless stare. Pretty sharp, Soapfrost. I think you're right. Also, didn't that servant say something about 100 quintillion years before she left? Butler, remind me how many digits there are in 100 quintillion. Of course, young miss. Quintillion is the next order of magnitude after quadrillion, or 10 to the 20th power in notational format. Are you kidding me? Even I'll be long dead by then! Or do like a back long jump Mario, breaking the 4th wall for endless loop. "100 quintillion years. What does that mean?" It means there's no point even trying to serve the sentence. Hell, not even a red giant star could serve that sentence. I guess Benny Emma's concept of hell comes from Buddhism. India was one of the first countries to discover the concept of zero, so they must be very well versed in numbers. All that aside, 100 quintillion years seems a little excessive. I mean, those are very literally astronomical numbers. Life imprisonment indeed. It seems clear now that our only path out of this is a jailbreak. A jailbreak? But how do we do that when there's no way out? Oh, that. Simple. If this underworld transformed into execution ground when Benny Emma became its guardian, then it should go back to the way it was once she disappears. I know I originally recommended leaving her alone, but now that we understand our situation, we have no choice but to defeat her. Don't you agree, Soapfrost? What do you think, Konyanskaya? Of course I'm against it! As far as I'm concerned, that fake priest can't just die. Still, it does seem that we won't be able to leave this boundary of the underworld without defeating her. And since I make it a point of pride to separate my personal beast feelings from my business dealings, if you decide to go after her, I'll lend you my full support. Then we're going to fight her, yes? That's all well and good, but I don't see how we can win. True. Her sword seems to be capable of killing even the dead. Fortunately for us, this hell follows the Japanese model, which means sinners simply come back to life once killed. That was why young Miss was able to will herself back during our earlier battle. though we know servants will come back to life no matter how many times they're killed. As such, this comes down to how much pain and suffering we're willing to endure. That's not what I meant. I want to return her to the way she was. She wouldn't even be here if she hadn't answered Chaldea's summons.
Well, that just makes sense. Of course we need to keep as many capable personnel as we can.
Right, I agree with Master. Then you can do the same thing you did with King Protea, Father Kotomi. You can slip past her deadly blade like a stray bullet from an Ozelotl. I'd be grateful if you refrain from volunteering me for such obviously reckless courses of action, Tapu. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do that this time. King Protea's infection was concentrated in her mask, but I have yet to see any specific item causing her transformation like with King Protea, which means I can't cure her alterization. I see.
So your hands are tied this time, Father Kotomi? Then I have a suggestion. I think Benny Emma, the tongue-cut sparrow, must have been forced to grow into her current form. This version of her is for future Cell, after she completed her training and began to substitute for the Kings of Hell. That means it's not a superficial transformation, but genuine, if forced, growth. And that means all we need to do is make her young again!
Quite an idea, expertly weaving together your own personal interest and desire for profit. I see only one issue with your plan. It is impossible. Unless someone here has a spell or noble phantasm of rejuvenation that I'm unaware of.
Of course they don't, but aren't you forgetting something? Past, present, and future all converge in the underworld. As long as we have enough magical energy, we can summon as many servants as we like while we're here. Which means we have no end of willing collaborators to choose from. Isn't that right, Master of Chaldea?
Hey, yeah, I can just summon a heroic spirit with a legend about becoming young again. I'll search your database right now. Given how many missions we completed, I'm sure we'll find a heroic spirit with rejuvenating noble phantasm. I'm so sorry. My enthusiasm was misplaced. There are a number of heroic spirits whose noble phantasm deal with immortality, invincibility, and the like, but I didn't find any who can make someone young again. What about, what was that guy's name? Urashima Taro? His story's all about age, right? I'm afraid you're mistaken, young miss. Taro's stories involve suddenly getting older, not younger.
I can't think of any fairies with de-aging legends either. The only ones I know of involve fairies pranking people by making them old.
So, even so many heroic spirits cannot necessarily solve every problem. What a pity. I suppose Father Kotomi flying to her is our only choice. I must say, Tapu, I really don't understand your sense of humor. There's gotta be another way out of this. There's got to be. Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but our top god was adamant that we can't let Odin have all the glory. May I offer some advice?
Ape, I know that voice. Oh, fuck, I thought it was that.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt, but our top god was adamant that we can't let Odin have all the glory. May I offer some advice? A noble phantasm is an embodiment or sublimation of a given heroic spirit's legend. They're a trump card, if you like. And I doubt there are many heroic spirits out there who have de-aging or rejuvenation as their trump card. So try taking it one step down. There may not be many heroic spirits with a rejuvenating noble phantasm, but there are absolutely some who possess a rejuvenating potion or elixir. I'm afraid I don't have anything of the sort myself, but can you not think of one who does? A hero who loves collecting things of that sort, and who has strong ties to all of you. Alright, that's all from me. Give the Propriestress my regards.
I can't believe we got a call from the other side of the summoning circle. This almost feels like less like the This almost feels less like the underworld and more like a Throne of Heroes outpost.
Ugh. It's true. Every human dies eventually. Heroes are no exception. So the underworld, that is, the next world, is both a melting pot of human data and its final destination. So why would Test Caterpillar Polka put such a thing here? Could there be another purpose to these boundaries of the underworld?
Any idea who he meant, Silkfrost?
Nope, not really.
Seriously? Think harder, you idiots! How hard can it be to recall Uruk's great king and one of the greatest collectors and heroes of our time?
Oh.
Long time no see, your majesty. King Gilgamesh. That's right. Of course you would have an elixir of youth in his collection. It's so good to see you again, your majesty. It's been so long since... Oh, right. This isn't a Gant for you at all, is it? The events of the Seven Singularity were never inscribed upon the original King Gilgamesh, so... I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't offend you.
That's right, I totally forgot.
Huh! No matter. I didn't come all this way just to lecture you. You can review how Heroic Spirit summons work on your own time. Right now, you need an elixir of youth, yes? Fortunately for all of you, I have one. I can't deliver it to you myself, since your summoner's magical energy is so pitiful it is barely third rate. But you can at least summon the elixir itself. Here, take it.
That CE thing? Oh ho, how very generous. You're nothing like the king I know. Are you sure you're really Gilgamesh?
Ha 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 ha! Silkfrost, you'd be best served by lopping off that man's head now, while you have the chance. If you don't, there is no question that he will betray you, and at the most, inopportune to. If you don't, there is no question that he will betray you, and at the most inopportune time to boot.
I'm afraid you have the wrong idea. Silkfrost and I were never allies to begin with. On a different note, King Gilgamesh. Legend has it that you went all the way to the abyss in your search for the elixir of immortality. Though you failed to obtain the elixir, you were willing to settle for the herb of rejuvenation. But on your way back to your kingdom, your arrogance led to a snake stealing it. So my understanding is that you never actually obtained this herb of rejuvenation. Am I wrong?
Fool! Who do you think I am? True, I allowed that snake to steal the herb, then returned to rebuild Uruk while I was still old and decrepit. But I never forgot about the herb incident, and I've always made it to a point to never let my failure stand for long. So I returned to the abyss and reclaimed the herb, which I then stored in my treasury, as it was reasonably valuable. You know, I think I've heard that story before.
Yeah, that's right. That smug-ass king really sent that right to your face back to your room. Yeah, that's right. That smug-ass king really sent that right to your face back in your room, senpai.
Alright, farewell, last master of humanity. I wish you luck on your pilgrimage in the underworld. Hold on, I can't let your earlier remark about senpai being only third-rate pass. What do you take issue with? His magical energy, catalyst, and luck are all pathetic. His luck especially. Did he leave them all at home? But I suppose third rate is indeed a step too far. Congratulations on making it to second rate, Chaldean. Thank you.
Alright, this one will be the boss fight. And some surprising NPC guest. Here we go.
Alright, I'll hold on to this elixir. rest of you will fight Lady Benny Emma until she's no longer a threat. Or at least somewhat exhausted. Then I'll do whatever it takes to get her to drink the elixir, even if it costs me my life. If all goes well, when we're done, we should have the original, pure-hearted, innocent, deliciously gullible Benny Emma back on humanity's side. What are you sinners doing here? This court has already passed judgment on you. There will be neither retrial nor appeal. If you refuse to accept your sentence, then I will chop up your limbs and use your torsos as stand for my Needle Mountain sword for another 100 quintillion years. This sword was given to me by the Buddha himself. You will soon grow most familiar with its full weight of 8 tons. The mountains are moving! Get ready for her, Subrost! Try to call on servants with death resistance! Try to call on servants with death resistance! If you can't get any, I'll figure something out myself! You stay out of this one, Mash! Without a spear urgent, there's no coming back if you die! Right! Thank you, Olga Marie! Not even the smallest rat shall escape punishment for its sins. Now you will see for yourselves how Now you will see for yourself how keenly my mountain blades cut. Enjaku Batotjutsu Ultimate Art from Miriam Bird Benny Emma. Let the flaming trial begin.
Alright, the surprising guest at the end. I can't switch it. I forgot. I'm gonna pick the archer with the MP looping style. Guess I will have to change that one. It was Scotty. That is, of course, for death resistance. And then that for starting. Nope, this one. And I probably have to change the reducer pause for that. Where the hell are you, Proto Merlin? There you are. I guess it's all good.
刑を受けぬのであれば処するまで。円弱抜刀術奥伝。明け随長紅閻魔。参る。
Bring it on.
みんなついてきて。急な仕事？朝のつられが飛び立つ前にスピンドルセット。ですから今のうちに準備ってこともね。
It is King Hassan on the last on the last part, well, on the last position right here. A surprising guest.
古き竜こういう こともできる気ルール。ホールドアップ。無駄打ちはしません。腕の見せ所ってやつ。ええ、行きますよマスター。遠慮はしませんとも。これは君に待つ夢の生産。どれほど辛い別れでも輝くものはきっとある。顔を上げて逆らうのですか。スイミングの時間です。水面に光は勝利の剣。エクスカリバービビアー。裁判官に逆らうのですか。狙い撃ちですよ。ここはもうちょっと念入り。虚言許すまじ。大座名道ガンバー王たち。名脈を塞ぐ。
I'm alive.
地獄の釜の湯加減なれば。
Ooh.
ホールドアップ。お返しをしなくてはね。そうきたか。
I'm gonna, She has ignore defense, alright.
お返しをしなくてはね。
Alright, here goes this
まあいいだろう。
and that.
ええ、行きますよマスター。
And then MP looping style.
遠慮はしませんとも。我が名に紐付けられし力。我が声に応えて門を開け。来たれ我が城。影の城。ゲートオブスカイ。スイミング。華麗。あまりにも華麗。小柱とキレ。エクスカリバー。裁判官に逆らうのですか。フリーズ。重要。ハリ地獄にふさわしい。虚言許すまじ。読み上げる。読み上げる。
Game over.
ええ、行きますよマスター。楽しみです。ロックオン。スイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣。エクスカリバービビアー。裁判官に逆らうのですか。無用。震え、凍てつき、砕け散る時まで諦めることは許さんぞ。
Ooh.
Man, 3 turns clear. That was like, wow.
Derp! How are you weaving through my Needle Mountains? You're not even King Fishers! Is that the best the world's quickest, shortest spell quick draw can do? Hardly impressive as weapons go. It may work well for crushing large targets, but it's clearly useless against small ones. Did you stop sizing your opponents once you grew up? Or is this some sort of inferiority complex fixated on your smaller self? Don't get cocky, rabbit! Even now that I am a great king, my sword is as precise as ever. This is it! This barrage is exactly the opportunity I was waiting for! I'm afraid you're the cocky one here. Lady Benny Emma's swordplay is supposed to be so quick it can't even be seen. It should not be so big and brutal that you hide your own target from view. Huh? Goats aren't the only ones who have an easy time crossing mountains. A bunny on a bike can do the job just as well. Now watch me thread the needle in your place. I did it! Then without any further ado... What are you doing, you pervert? Chirp!
What? You kissed her?
I'm beyond mortified, Chirp. I'm so sorry you have to see me like that. Please allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm Benny Emma, the tongue-cut sparrow. And you must be the master of Chaldea. Thank you for everything you've done to protect humanity so far. I wish you luck in your continuing quest. Though I also hope you won't push yourself too hard. Chop! I'm afraid the only services I can provide are a good bed, a sound night's sleep, and a delicious meal. But if any of those will help you smile, I'll gladly offer whatever I can. Please call me Benny from now on, Chop! And if you need me to use my Battle Jutsu too, just say the word.
Thank you, Benny. I'm glad to have you on the team.
On another note, can you do anything about this overgrown jackrabbit clinging to my leg? Chirp! Please say it isn't so. Please say it isn't so, Benny. How could you not remember me? I do know a fox shrine maiden who looks just like you, but I feel nothing towards you whatsoever. It can't be. I mean, I'm certainly used to you being cold to me, but this is too much. You would still be your disgraceful outer self if it wasn't for me. That was no disgrace. Eventually, I will act as proxy for the 10 kings. That means I will one day grow up into the form you saw earlier, and that's nothing to be ashamed of, Chop. My disgrace in you dodging my Needle Mountain sword. I can't believe I was still so immature that I let you goad me into using such wild swings like that.
Not at all, Benny Emma. Your sword technique was a wonder to behold. I must say, between your guns and swords, human tools simply astound me.
More importantly, what about your command spells, Soapfrost? Did you get any back?
Just got 2 out of 3. Oh ho, only 1 left to go. Then it stands to reason we'll find it with the guardian of the 3rd underworld.
That bat! Man had some nerve using your command spells for his twisted ends. Fortunately, what he did has given me some new power. It's a shame that I can only remain here in Mictlan as a guardian of the underworld. But thanks to that, I can now become a grown-up whenever I want. Chop! Please, go on ahead, everyone. Don't worry about me. In your next battle, when you face an enemy that you must put all your body and soul into striking down, that is when I will show you the power of the Enma's true ultimate art. Chop!
What next battle?
Come now, I may no longer be an altar, but I'm still a guardian of the underworld. I'm certain you'll need to fight another great battle in this boundary of the underworld. So until that time comes, I'll be here, training. Especially now that I have someone to help me train. Chop!
Huh? And for a costume dress for Konyanskaya Light. Is bunny version? Or it's jacketless now. I believe, yeah. Let me see. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to put on hold for now. This is gonna be such a long story for that. Let's see. Act 9. Well, Section 9. And at that, after Section 10, it will be to be continued for Part 2 section on the next part. I'm thinking, well, I'll tell you about it later and when we get to the after Section 10. Anyway, I'm gonna put on hold and we'll continue on for more of these Lostbelt 7 Nahui Mictlan. So I'll see you guys in the next part of this live stream. So, peace out and have a good night.